Well, hello there, sweet friend, and welcome back. I'm not really sure how we got here to the first day officially of spring. As you can see, I am still picking up the pieces from our winter decor and Valentine's decor and wondering how I still haven't started decorating for Easter at this point. But hey, we're going to take it as a win that I even got a little bit of greenery out. I may throw out a bunny or two and call it good this year, which is kind of unlike me. But as I had mentioned in a previous video, we're just kind of muddling through somewhat of a hard season. And as I know we all do, we all have our own hard season, whatever that looks like for you. I think there's a lot of growth and learning that happens in seasons like this. I should go here. There we go. There you go, sweet thing. I'm waiting for the milk drops. Thank you, girls. Good morning.
At two.
Mm-hmm.
Two.
Yeah.
At two.
Well, I haven't really given much of a life update lately, and if you're a regular viewer of this channel, you may have wondered where I've been for about the last month. But I just wanted to share with you that we recently lost my dad after his courageous battle with cancer for the past couple of years. And one thing that I thought I'd share with you about this hard season over the past couple of years watching my dad battle cancer is that there's so much beauty in the hard seasons, and you can't just pull away or excuse yourself out of the hard stuff because you'll miss the beautiful things too. And I know some of you may be going through something much harder than myself right now. I know that all of us can go through very hard things. And you're probably thinking there is absolutely nothing beautiful in this season whatsoever. But I would challenge you to spend some time looking for the good, because often it's what we look for that we find. Good job. During the past few weeks, we have been showered with so much love and care and food. I have been so incredibly grateful to all of our friends and family for taking such good care of us. I had a few leftover things here in the refrigerator, and I wanted to make sure that nothing went to waste. And so tonight I'm going to use this rotisserie chicken up on some chicken enchiladas, just like Mama always made. And sometimes during hard seasons, comfort food is just the best solution. So I'm gonna get busy here in the kitchen tonight, and I'm gonna use the bones from this just to make a quick stock to use. It's not really gonna be technically a bone broth, but I'm just gonna run it on the soup or the broth setting on my Instant Pot just to have this ready to go, and then I'll use the leftovers another night this week. So this is actually a pretty large chicken, so I am going to cut it up in smaller pieces so that it'll work good for these enchiladas. And again, I thought I was just going to use it all tonight, but it looks like I'm going to have plenty to create another meal out of this. So what an abundance. Now, like I said, these chicken enchiladas are just like my mom always made, and it's just something that was always one of my favorite things that she made. So I'm trying to make it a little bit like mom tonight, but also use up all of these extra ingredients we have sitting around. So I'm throwing in a couple different kinds of cheeses here, and I had a bunch of sliced cheese left over from a deli meat tray that someone also brought us. So I'm just trying to use up everything that we have and make sure it goes to good use in tonight's recipe. Now in the skillet, I'm going to make a kind of a roux, a little bit of a sauce to go over the top of these. We are just going to get the kitchen smelling so good here, sauteing some onions, and then we're going to throw in some jalapenos and chili peppers. This is going to be so yummy. I'm just adding a couple tablespoons of flour to this mixture, again, kind of creating a roux here, and I'm going to add this broth to it that we just finished up in the Instant Pot. I'm going to be sure to strain it off because I've got all of those bones in there, of course, and I'm going to use about 2, maybe 2.5 cups of this broth tonight. Now we have our butter, our onion, a little jalapeno juice, and jalapenos. As you may have seen, I didn't use a ton of jalapenos because I was using garden jalapenos, which I find are much more spicy than any kind of pickled jalapeno you'll find at the store. So if you're using a regular jarred jalapeno from the store, you can be a little bit more generous. And then for this recipe with kids, I like to use the diced green chilies because it's just a little bit more of a mild flavor. Now, if you really wanted to amp up this sauce and take it to the next level, add in some cream cheese. You can never go wrong adding a little bit more cheese. But for tonight's variation, I just ended up hitting it with a little bit of extra Greek yogurt that I also need to use up out of our refrigerator. And then on the inside, I put in some pepper jack cheese, and then I'm going to top it with words are hard, sharp cheddar cheese. But it is creamy and cheesy, and it's going to bake up so lovely. Again, comfort food all the way. Now, as I put away the rest of this stock for another night this week, I just wanted to share with you one last thing about hard seasons. Just remember that if you're walking through a hard season, that this is just part of your story. It's not the end of your story, and God must have something greater in store.